41. The Whisper of Freedom. The decision to divorce Henny didn't come with loud fanfare. It came in stillness. A small whisper inside my soul asked only one question. Do you still want to be married to a man who, after 23 years of marriage, treats you like this? And in the profound stillness, the answer was singular in its power. No. For years, I'd been drowning out that whisper with the inner vow I'd taken. I would never divorce again. But on this day, 15 February 2018, the weight of that promise could no longer silence the truth. Esther Marie and I were in my car, en route to drop her off at her boyfriend's place in Plettenberg Bay. We had just made a pit stop at Timberlake Rustic Village for a well-deserved coffee. The village's quaint charm, nestled among indigenous trees, was a stark contrast to Esther Marie's depleted state, her energy drained by the circumstances surrounding the unbridgeable chasm between Henny and me. As I started the car and began driving towards the main road, the epiphany struck me. I turned to Esther Marie and asked, "How would you feel if I divorced Daddy?" Her answer was simple yet profound. "It's okay, Mom. I understand. You can divorce Daddy, but please don't drag me into this. Leave me out of it." The rest of the drive to Plettenberg Bay and the 150-kilometer journey back to Oudtshoorn was a whirlwind of emotions. My inner Alice was out of control. She careened down rabbit holes, tumbling through labyrinthine corridors of the subconscious. Some pathways unfolded like lush gardens, ablaze with the promise of wonderland, while others twisted into dark, grotesque caverns where the shadows whispered terrible truths. Yet, with each step, inner Alice's exhilaration grew. She sensed the hinges of her prison cell creaking open, the door to her liberation ajar, beckoning her to step into the radiant light of freedom. I had vivid images of myself walking on a beach, alone, ecstatic, and free. The sensation was almost palpable, as if I'd finally found a sense of peace that had been eluding me. Goosebumps rippled up and down my spine as I realized that this epiphany coincided with the swearing in of a new president in South Africa. The synchronicity wasn't lost on me, the macrocosm reflecting the microcosm. I pondered the significance of this alignment, marveling at how divinity mirrored my inner world, and sensing that I was on the cusp of a profound transformation. 4 days later, I was on my way to Mossel Bay, feeling a sense of liberation and hope. I was headed to the offices of Natasha, my soon-to-be divorce lawyer, and I felt empowered, excited, and ready to take control of my life.